Deadlock is a new 6v6 third-person shooter with elements from all the most popular multiplayer competitive games of our time. With a steampunk flair, interesting character design with easy-to-understand weaponry, and supernatural abilities. What's not to like? But it's not that easy if you're first starting off. Unfortunately, the worst part about this game is the tutorial. Sorry, Valve. So I made a comprehensive guide that has some important tips on how to play the game that really showcases the details that, quite frankly, the base tutorial does not go over thoroughly enough, in my opinion. But there's no time to waste, so let's get started. Before your game begins, you highlight 3 characters that you would like to potentially play, and you can right-click again to make them yellow or purple depending on your preference, so you're more likely to play that hero. This is great to have a required roster from the beginning because it eliminates any potential issues with role queue and unbalanced matchups. In this game, you get a zip line that takes you from your base to your lane and back. You get a speed boost, but the cooldown is really long, so I suggest saving it for late game. You can upgrade your abilities and reload while on the line as well. If you get shot on the zip line, you will fall down, but if you're on the line already, after 3 seconds, you'll be shielded. Here's a really important tip. When you go into the shop to buy items, go to the top right and browse builds to see which character builds are high rated, because the default builds they give you for these characters are honestly garbage. Upgrades are color coded, with orange being weapon related, green being health, and purple being your spirit abilities. You can sell your stuff as well to get some souls back. There are items that are called component items. They can be purchased in conjunction with others, so you can sell non-component items to buy items that will build better upgrades. Don't worry, you can also upgrade while you're dead. If you see this symbol on the map, that indicates where you died last and that there are some souls that you can go pick up again. Unlocking your abilities costs points that go up in price as you level, so be selective according to your playstyle with this and spend wisely depending on how your game is going. If you last hit on minions, you'll get more soul points. You'll want to wait until your minions get low and then melee to get the last hit, or you'll get less souls if you just shoot them. You can also steal souls from the other team if you shoot their soul orbs that are orange and deny them farm. There are different types of minions. The ones with the flags actually heal you and your ally minions, so stay around them for sure and think about prioritizing enemy healer minions. Your goal is to get past the enemy team's guardians and then get to their base and eliminate their patron. But you can't just go head first and try to take the guardians down 1v1. They have powerful attacks and you have to be within a certain range to do any damage, so make sure you have a minion wave with you. If you see wooden boxes, pots, or gold Buddha statues around, you can shoot or melee them to get upgrades. Definitely worth doing if you pass by. You can see vents on the map that also spawn random buffs as well, and these symbols indicate a slot machine that you can melee down for extra currency. There are groups of monster spawns that pop up with increased difficulty throughout the match that you can kill for extra souls. They won't attack you unless you shoot them first, but they'll go after anyone in range once they're triggered. Relatable. There are different levels of these monster creeps that are indicated on the map with a triangle, with 1 or 2 lines underneath, referencing their strength. The 2 lines under the triangle being the strongest. Cosmic barriers are these random gray areas that are so you can't see on the other side. Definitely utilize these and the underground subway stations because you can find teleporters that take you to other lanes on the map. You can see these pathways on the map with this gray arrow. The further you push your lane, the further your zip line goes, by the way. This also means that when your enemy pushes your lane and takes down your guardians, your zip line will be shorter. You can see on the map that the red is how far they pushed up your lane and therefore your zip line. Also, your shops close when your guardian gets taken out, giving you less opportunities to upgrade on the map. Speaking of the map, what's that golden symbol in the middle? That's the mid-boss. The mid-boss is a huge buff to the entire team for a short duration of time. The buff causes all minions you kill to drop more souls and reduces the timer on your next respawn. It also grants increased health regeneration. You cannot 1v1 the mid-boss. You need lots of damage, and you need someone to be able to tank its attacks while the rest of the team shoots. If you can get your team together to take it out, then this thing falls from the sky, where you have to melee and get the team buff. The soul urn is a solo buff that pops up at random times in the match and can be seen on the map with the green icon here. Your goal is to run with it to the opposite side, where indicated by a pulsing green square on the map. So these are all things the tutorial does not tell you. And I think they're very beneficial for new players to know. It sure would have saved me quite a bit of headache if I had known these things. It's still in beta, so obviously they're going to be tweaking a lot of stuff, but I'm honestly having so much fun playing this game. It's about time that these well-known, big, competitive games actually have some competition of their own. This game definitely has a learning curve, but don't be discouraged. I got you. My name is Ellie in Videoland on all platforms, so find me on social media with my links below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.